Hello, everybody. This is TheLisol. Welcome to my week 23 of 2023 roster update for my main account, TheLisol. Let's get started. So I had been working on Sith Eternal, but with Leviathan on the horizon, I've kind of put a halt to it. As you can see, I did not even update this spreadsheet for 6.4. I'm still, like 6 tunes away from being able to unlock C. But 2 weeks ago or so, I decided that I'm going to hold off on gearing anything until the Leviathan requirements came out, which they did. So we've got the Leviathan requirements right here. I put this spreadsheet together. I normally have my 3 tiers of characters that I'm working on, but I decided to focus entirely on Leviathan characters right now. I did add Sith Marauder to this list, however, because he's obviously going to be one of the pilots that we need. Now, the requirements, in my opinion, are actually pretty merciful. 2 Relic 9s is a little rough, but I expected there to be 3. 5 Relic 7s is pretty rough, but I also expected there to be 3 Relic 9s, so, there has to be some concessions made there. And the 2 Relic 5s, so it's actually 9 characters for the Leviathan compared to 7 for the fleets prior. But we have to remember, gear is way easier to get now. Relics are way easier to get to now. They're not necessarily easier to apply, but to get to G13 is a lot easier now. So we can expect going forward that a lot of these journeys will have much steeper requirements. So I'm starting here with a Relic 6 Darth Revan, a Relic 7 Darth Malak, G11 set, G11 Darth Maul, then G12 on Sith Trooper, HK, Basti, Sith Assassin, Sith Marauder, and a Gear 9 Sortie. And I actually started gearing Sortie this past week. So these requirements came out shortly after I did my gearing for the week. Let me get back to this one here, and then we'll show the video of me doing my gearing. I didn't look at this before I put this together, so I don't remember exactly how it went. I filmed this on Sunday. So I take my Sith Trooper up to Gear 12. I start looking through all of this stuff. Pondering C requirements. I decide not to go ahead and do any of those. We take a look at what... Oh, I put a Zeta on Sith Trooper just to increase the viability of the ship. My first order isn't great, although having Sith Trooper as a requirement kind of puts me in a position where I might want to go for SLKR immediately after Leviathan. I might have to put C on hold even further to go for SLKR, because it'll give me a good counter for Executor. It'll give me another GL. I can put another GL on defense that way. Then I can kind of work on my Lord Vader counter with my bounty hunters and such. I don't remember what I'm adding here. Oh, Krennic, because I don't have Krennic in my squads for whatever reason. Yeah, I'm just hemming and hawing, looking at all these things. Where are we at? Oh, I was 1 shard away from Zori. Yeah, I don't think I really do a whole lot. Oh, I do at some point go to Sortie. Yep, here we go. I take Sortie up to 9, I believe. I look at these Kairos. I wasn't going to take a character up to G13, so I figure I could spend a few Kairos. Take her up to 9. I think that might be it for now. I still got 3 minutes left on this gearing video, so I must have done something else. Yeah, I think that's that. So let's tracking my GP and all of that. So from 528 to 6.4, I went from 8.665 million to 8.699 million. That's a 35,000 GP increase. I added one Zeta. I'm now at 188. Still have 17 Omicrons. I've got a lot banked up. I really don't know how I want to spend them though. I have 105 G13s. I've got 17 G12s compared to my 16 from the last week, and I still have 40 Gear 11s. So we got the Leviathan. We already talked about that. So we'll talk about my plan for next week. I'm going to do in Dark Side, Light Side, all three of the remaining Cal requirements have been made free to play. So Saw, Tarful, and what's her name? Marin. Marin is a fleet node, and Saw and Tarful are regular energy nodes. I don't know if I can afford to farm 4 characters in normal energy right now. So right now it says I'm going to be farming Tusken Chieftain, Seer Junda, Saw Gerrera, and Tarful. It'll probably just be Tusken Chieftain, who I have about 40 shards left to go. Seer Junda, who's at 5 stars right now. And Tarful. And then as soon as I finish Chieftain, I'll probably start with Saw. I'm not going to get Cal in the first go around, so I'm not concerned with it right now. In Cantina, I'm going to be farming signal data. In Fleet, I'm going to do my usual med pack, security scanners, maybe fusion furnaces. But I'm also going to be farming Marin. I will probably be doing 1 refresh on Marin. And with the chase coming out in the next day or so, tomorrow I think, Friday is when the chase starts. I'm going to be doing a refresh on Marin, and I'll still be getting a whole hell of a lot of G12 gear. I think for the next week or two, I'll be able to take 2 characters up to G13 from G12. And maybe up to their Leviathan requirements every week. And then after next week, so this coming Sunday, I should be able to take 2 characters up. Next coming Sunday, I should be able to take 2 up. And then the Sunday after that, it'll be down to 1. So if the Leviathan comes out in the first week of July, which I expect it probably will, first week of July to me is the beginning of the band that it might come out in. So it's going to come out in July, I'm certain. The first or the third week of July is what I'm thinking it'll probably be. They probably don't want it to be in the same week as Leviathan or as Profundity and Executor, but who knows? Maybe it will happen in the same week as one of those two. But I'm assuming it'll be the first or the third week of the month. My goal for next week is to have a Sith Trooper and Basti up to Relic 7 and do some more progress towards the Leviathan requirements. Hopefully have all of the characters up to G12, except for maybe Sortie because she's got all of those Kairos. Kairos are... I've got 2 bottlenecks going towards Leviathan right now. We've got Kairos and those high-end relic mats, impulse detectors, Zimbital cards, and girded keypads. If anything stops me from getting Leviathan on the first go-round, it's those. So I'm going to be watching very carefully how many of those I can get. I might be burning fleet energy just to put towards girded keypads and Zimbital cards and impulse detectors. Although I think the impulse detectors are mostly regular energy, so I'm not entirely sure. I'll have to look into that. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw, be sure to like, subscribe, comment in the comments section down below, and you can join me on Twitch or Discord. Both have links in the description. I hope to see you guys there.